Hello, good morning, everybody. Uh, One take. So, I was just on Twitter, and let's see, 2 minutes ago, Respawn announced, sent out this tweet. How does a matchmaking order play Apex? Find out a deep dive. Technical director Sam Duck, along with how we're going to create fair matches as you play along with friends, different skill, and retiring our current system. This should be interesting. As you know, the matchmaking has been such a hot topic when it comes to Apex Legends for a very long time. Currently, it's based off of I believe the KD, as well as like the actual like ranking of the highest person within the group, right? So if me, Masters, I have like a fucking 2 or 3 KD on my main account, it's like lifetime KD, and I'm playing with, I don't know, my fucking level 10 friend who just got the game, who's been dying off drop every single game, so he probably has like a 0 point whatever. They're gonna get put in my lobbies. They're gonna get put in fucking Masters, Sweat Lord lobbies, and they're not gonna have a good time. I've been telling my friends for years, you're not gonna have a good time playing Apex with me. And people think, well, fucking, I'm an asshole. People think I'm mean, rude, etc., etc. That's not actually the case. I'm just really trying to prevent them from having a bad experience. And then when I make a Smurf, my Smurf is only good for like an hour because I'll drop a 20 bomb and I'm right back into my lobbies, and it's unfortunate. I don't know any matchmaking exploits. I don't know how to get in the bot lobbies. I don't know any of this ridiculous stuff. So I just end up getting increased matches all day, every day, and it just is what it is. So let's see what this matchmaking update has to offer. Let's see if it's gonna make it a little bit better for the community as a whole, because since they cater everything to the casual community anyway, this should ease up matchmaking a bit, making it a little bit more spread, but we'll see. Hello everyone, we are Matchmaking to Apex Legends. Today we are sharing a bit of insight into Apex Legends matchmaking. This blog is written by a cross-disciplinary team representing Respawn's efforts to improve your matchmaking experience. We're led by Sammy Duck, technical director at Rickle Sword. Who are you? I'll follow you. I don't. Former Gears, Assassin's Creed, Ghost Recon, living in LA County. Skill-based matchmaking. New skill-based matchmaking incoming. Look at user. Alright, cool. Gonna figure out what is matchmaking, what approaches in Apex Legends use, the future of it, and commonly asked questions answered. Okay. Deep dive, quick summary here. This is the TDLR in the beginning. It's actually interesting. Here's Apex Legends currently makes matches using a pre-made party best player skill rating. Our system does consider your pre-made squad size when matching opponents. So it does care. So I've noticed, like, if it's like a duos, trios, but I think solos get just slapped in with duos all the time, and I think duos with solos, and I think they make 3 stacks up against 3 stacks, but I'm completely unsure. Like, there's some times when like I'm playing with a new team, especially in ranked, when we 3 stack, I feel like those lobbies get way harder, and like when it's a new team, you're just like baby food to them, right? And so that's a big reason why I don't like playing with new people, and I would like rather play with myself. But playing by yourself is just also absolutely miserable because you don't know who you're gonna get, and sometimes you just get fucking brain dead, and you just have to deal with that negative 8 million that you get. So it is what it is. We're going to create a fair matchmaking parity today when you play with your friends of different skill levels. We are in the process of retiring the old skill-based system for the new ones, more accurately group player based on skill, and let's match have a better decision forming group. The end goal is to create fair matching experience that more fun for all. Okay, we're continuously testing and iterating our matchmaking system. Figure out what was actually the fact many changes that already been tested, roll out various regions, ranked particular pubs. We're not done. You can expect more matchmaking refinement coming in the near future. So I believe that this has happened to me. I am currently in Alaska. I normally play on Oregon servers, and I rarely ever get an Oregon server. I know I'm on an Oregon server because I have 70 ping. give or take 70 ping, right? I'm averaging 120 ping in all my games, and 120 is absolutely unplayable. I see myself on Japanese servers because I have some friends that are in Japan. I randomly queue with them. Crazy. I used to live in Korea for a year, and then I also have like a couple of people. Since I have a weird streaming time, there are Japanese people that tune into my stream also, and there's like when I'm playing arenas, when I'm playing pubs, they see my name and they come. They're like, "Oh, what are you doing in Japan? Why are you in Japan?" Etc. Etc. It's literally how it goes. I end up on Salt Lake, South Carolina servers, New York servers. I literally just throws me wherever there's a game for me, and I don't understand it, but I really just want ping and latency stability. I use exit lag to try to get a little bit more consistency, but it's just not working. I think I just have to really like re-optimize my entire computer for Apex Legends. I don't have this problem with other games though. Like I said, one take, we're just gonna keep going. We can easily test and integrate our systems. Oh yeah. What is matchmaking? Major definitions of matchmaking, which shows how we approach matchmaking in Apex Legends. First, matchmaking covers the 3 distinct concepts: progression, skill rating, matching. Okay, the progression system. Progression is a part of matchmaking that is exposed to players. So you can learn a variety of rewards through our progression system just by playing the game. Let's improve an achievement based on time. But it's a good pricing gets to keep you feeling rewarded, engaged. Most players need more better matchmaking. However, progressions have an impact on in-game behavior and continue how matches are played out. For example, while players may hot drop in pubs for their adrenaline and might think twice about doing that in ranked before the harsh penalty for dying early. Certainly, daily weekly challenges might hurt players. This is like unfamiliar legends or weapons. Okay, yeah. For these reasons, that progression affects more than just player engagement. Progression is an essential component to the game, must be considered when creating skill rating and matching systems. Most importantly, since progression is exposed to the players, that it strongly affects their perception on how fair a match is. For example, while you might be expect the account level to be strongly correlated to skill, that is not always the case. A low account player can be highly skilled, and like most of us here, a high level player can be a potato. And so they have a graph like distribution of skills, various account level rates. X-axis is level, X, Y skill rating, Y. So this is how it goes. It's like right here, I guess it's like a baseline, then it's a dip, gradual increase. 600 plus, just a little bit more of an increase. Green line is the median, yeah. For players count level greater than 300. The median, the skill level is very similar. Skill increases slightly, count level is higher than 300, many outliers group. So little impact on skill rate, especially at the lower count level. So skill rating. Numerical representation of player skill, number potentially hidden from players. So this is this is pretty much like they're talking about account levels here. Now they're talking about your hidden MMR here. This is what's said in most other games like Overwatch, League, Val, all that shit. Skill rating is number of the factors represent your skill ability and ability to play the game. Self-explain. I'll just skill rating between 1 and 10. If I'm a 5, you're at 6 or better than me by 1. How much better is that? For when you look at the skill rate distribution for all players, each player is constant skill. So, like, from what I said earlier, swap out your KD with skill rating, right? Your skill rating can just go, it can get skyrocketed if you just play well, right? X-axis skill rating, Y-axis 7 player in pubs, right? So, there's a lot of fools, right? Get it down here, this gets fucking small, right? Wait, X is the skill rating, so there's no number for this. This is the percentage of people that are in pubs. This is your average Joes, right? And then your fucking demons are over here. Average Joe, which is like from here, this is the majority of the player base. This is from potato to good to slightly above average. Potato, average, slightly above average, and this is the pool of demons. Gradually, the distributor of all players in clubs. You see the majority of players at the center, distribution from to the right and left. You have the highest and lowest skill players, which are much more rare. This continues to be useful in rating on the algorithm. You can precisely describe skill of a player. For example, when can confidently say a rating of 5.2, stronger than 5.1, but the picture district does have small issues going to be fixed, e.g. low skill players aren't differentiating enough between other than tapering off high-end players at the bottom of the group together. Discrete buckets. In this approach, players are grouped into 4 or 5 discrete groups. For example, every player between 0, 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6, 8, 8 to 10 will form their respective buckets. In this case, we assume every player in the bucket has an equivalent level of skill, either by choice or because the skill rate algorithm cannot distinguish those players from one another. So, percentage of matches in each discrete group over 1 day in pubs. Each bar is representing one group. X-axis is group number, so this is group number 1, it's 5%. Low skill, and 4 is higher percent. All Y's matches in that group, right? So there's 5% of the matches have somebody with a 1. What's that? Like 18% of matches have somebody with a group. There's a 2. 40% of your matches is somebody that's a 3. And then fucking 39% of the matches has somebody that's in the 4. So a lot of splits. A lot of average, a lot of sweats, then you have your potatoes. I feel like me, I'm gonna confidently say I'm a fucking 4. I say me and these fucking potatoes get grouped together way too often. Way too often. Continue. Bucket charts above depict the play skill distribution using the previous version of Matchmaking algorithm. You can see those are pretty much Matchmaking buckets are pretty wide, small buckets are slow skill, new players, child to learn game mechanics. You just let you use the bucket approach, put a shades in that, see the feature matchmaking below. Matching. Finally, the algorithm system is responsible for determining your game and skill rating. It will group players together to form match squads, and matches are formed based on player availability. Yeah, that availability. This algorithm must be balanced speed versus quality. Should we form a match quickly with higher skill differences, or should we wait a little bit longer for more closely matched opponents? That is a great question. There's times where, like, when I first got out here to Alaska, I could never find a duos game. Never, ever, 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 ever. I would literally have to switch servers to find a duos game because there's only like 1, 2 people in the queue. That's what it is. So then it was forcing me to play trios, or it was forcing me to play arenas. And that's another thing when it comes to arenas. I don't know, you guys have seen, there's like 100 people in an arenas queue, but it only requires 6. Is them trying to make an a fair match. Or whatever. So how do you form squads? How do you pair squads against other squads? Alright, figure this out. So what does it use? The matchmaker system, try to form a match, grab 60 available players of similar skills, try to form in a match. For simplicity, to imagine these 60 players are all solo in the skill rating, how we will organize these 9 players each team. Okay. Probably gonna go like 9, 1, 8, 2, 7, 3. How was it? To be fair, the follow is not exactly what happens in the algorithm, since we also need to consider queue times and other variables outside skill rate. However, the follow example will be a good idea how Eggpeg systems build squads. If we have 9 players, we need to sort them into teams. Skill rate 1 through 9. These are 2 reasonable ways we can make teams from these set of players. We can form teams with the closest skill base set. So then we take this approach in pubs. This makes sense. So off of the numerical value, right? Let's open up a calculator real quick. Y'all know I know my calculator. So 9 plus 4 plus 3 equals 16. 8 plus 5 plus 2 equals 15. 7 plus 6 plus 1 equals 14. So off the maths, better, second best, third. Like, this is literally first, second, third, but how you make this better, right? If we go like 9, 5, 1, oh, my fault. 9 plus 5 plus 1 equals 15. 7 plus, damn, we can't use 5 again. 6 plus 3 equals 16. Now what do I have left? We have the 8 plus 4 plus 2 equals 14. So that means that then I'll give you two 16s and a 14. Would that be more even, or would that be more fucked? There you go, 8 plus 6 plus 2. Wait, am I just fucking this math up? 8 plus 6 plus 2 equals 16. 7 plus 4 plus 3 equals 14. What does that leave? 9 plus 6 plus 1? 16. Like, you can split this mad different ways, right? You're probably not gonna get the same shit though. Boop 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 boop. How about that? 9 plus 4 plus 1, 14. 8 plus 5 plus 3, 16. 7 plus 6 plus 2, 15. Same shit. Huh. This is an interesting approach to this, though. This is a very interesting approach to this. So let's continue. We can form teams with similar base skill in a fully competitive environment. Like rank, we value having teammates of equal skill and a lower burden of carry over a perfectly fair match. While we are effectively stacking teams here, the set of players we are picking from is limited. We can only pick from players that made it into the match that are there for similar skill. Because of the inherent randomness and chaos of Battle Royale, we think this is the right trade-off.
Am I actually ass? Bro, if this is the case, then I should be ranked with demons. Hey. But I am put with potatoes like 90% of the time. When I get that 10% that I actually get a team where I don't have to carry, I feel so relieved. And we steamroll. But this just normally isn't the case.
Then you also gotta think, like, we're going up against like duos, solo, 3 stacks, etc. And then me being a solo, I don't have any synergy with anybody. But this makes you think, just like, am I ass? Or there's nobody else in the pool for me? And then you just think that, I don't fucking know, this is crazy. This covers the simple case where things are not this easy for real world, because not everyone plays solo. Our pre-made squad joins into the matchmaker. Oh, so all this math is for 100% solo. Okay. Now let's get into the grits, because it's never 100% solo fucking match. Let's just be real here. The pre-made squad joins matching and figure out where to place this pre-made squad to determine their effective rating. Imagine if we have a pre-made trio, score rating of 2, 6, and 7. Wow. What are the ways we can mathematically determine the team's effective rating? Once we know that, the matcher can proceed to find teammates for solos/duos above and opponents for this squad. There are 4 ways we can calculate the squad's effective skill. 2 plus 6. Is that supposed to be a plus 7? 2, 7, 5, 5.7. Lowest, highest, average, weighted average. Mad math. I don't think we're here for this though. Just keep going. EBS Legends Matchmaking clearly is the highest for pubs in rank. It offers the best protection against matchmaking, excellence, new players, and smart false weight guarding compared to integrity in most cases where high ranking players might try to find low ranking players. Easy matches. Use this thing. And like, there's another reason why. I don't know if you guys noticed, like, oh, you guys do bad for like fucking 10 games and you just get a free lobby. You completely dog on a free lobby and then you just get put up against Imperial. How? This backs that statement, literally with math. You had a skill rating before. You went down. Okay, yeah. Now you're in the come down. So let's. Oh, you boosted it right back up. Back into the sweat, baby. It just happens. It's just the hidden MMR. Like, so like if they like make it public, well, actually, yeah, make it public where everybody can see. Actually, there might be some toxicity around that. There might be people who try to abuse it. I don't know. I just like going this. This, however, makes it very difficult for new players to join their more skillful friends, as Smash is based on a more skilled player. We actively invest in increasing the players and partly watch skill difference in pubs. Yeah, good luck. Those for line back discussion with some of the teams. The matching teams, we do threshold for the match, and since we play with similar skill, we try our best to match based on group size first, that means trios, then duos, and then solo players. Oh, so that's why. So as a solo, you just get whatever's left. as a duo, right? If you just duo queue it, you have like just like the roll of the dice of just hopefully getting a similar skilled third. As long as you and whoever you're queued with have a good similar skill, that you can just like raise it as much as possible, so your third can try to be, you'll probably snag the best duo that's out there. But if you're like meh, then your duo, then your solo is gonna be meh also and ranked. That's interesting. Okay. But as a solo, you just get good luck with these duos, nerd. Unless you're just gonna have a full solo squad, and that's just similar skill. Weighted average. Okay. Alright. But apparently, that is old. Go into the new feature. There are a few things considered moving forward, make improvements in Apex Legends. First, players are constantly improving. As a gold player in season 2 has a very different skill compared to gold level in season 15. Facts. Fun fact, I have never placed in a season below plat. Never. So yeah, my seasons 1, 2, wherever we started, I went plat, diamond, then season 3 I hit bread. And then from there, it's just been between diamond and master. I have not gotten back up to pred because I've had a full-time job this entire time, and I'm not about to full-time this because I've never had a consistent 3 either. I've always been like me and Laser duo, me and Langston duo, me and Panic duo, me and fucking Izzy duo. I duoed with Yoshi for a while. If I missed you, my bad. There's my USAE duos, like the homies. But I've never had an actual like 3-stack where we 3-stacked our way all the way through. We never had a 3-stack for well, a consistent 3-stack for a tournament, etc. It just is what it is. I wish. Continue. Therefore, sometimes players feel like I'm not progressing, even though this isn't true. Everyone is just getting better throughout the consistently. Setting higher bars for ranked tiers, however, this also means the game gets harder and harder for new players to jump into. How we handle players like this, something to keep in mind with matchmaking improvement. That's just how it goes. Like, if you get into a game 4 years late, there's people with 4 more years of experience on you. That's literally me with anybody that's new that's trying to play the game. I just have 4 years of experience on you. I have like 3,000 hours in this game across all platforms. Probably like 4,000 now across all platforms. I analyze this game, I coach this game, I play this game consistently, religiously. I have hundreds of videos on this game, bro. I know majority of the ins and out of this game, except for me. Y'all can have that. I'm on roller. I don't .config.exe. I don't use none of that shit. I don't even use fucking Steam controllers. I just have my little 2 paddles in the back. You know, feel me? And my jump, my crouch, and I just get in. I just get it in. But I digress. Continue. Second, we currently have the different ways to matchmake depending on the game mode you are playing. Each mode has a completely different skill rating system, also different matching algorithms that needs to end up. Oh wait, maybe it's because I don't play enough ranked. My ranked skill rating is just lower than my pub's skill rating, and so I just need to play more ranked, raise that rating so I get better duos and solos. Interesting. And use the end with our new matchmaking system. Moving forward, all matchmaking will use the same skill rating technology, but each mode will use different tuning values based on what works best for that mode to allow more rapidly more rapidly improve Apex level matchmaking across the board. So it looks like you're gonna have one overall account skill rating, and then you're going to be weighted. Well, your skill rating is gonna be tuned per category you load into. I think that's what that just said. Interesting. Let's continue. Probably into the school. Finally, we built this new skill measure algorithm for accuracy. Our format spaces categorize players in the 4 discrete skill buckets. The new system is more granular, has many more buckets, allow our matchmaking algorithm to make better decisions when placing players in matches. Okay. So it's gonna get retired for the one. So before those 4 buckets, now there's a lot more. Okay. New system measures skill, creates matches based on 2 goals. Must be predictive of performance, and emphasizing this means skill and predict that. On average, goes a high skill, consistently defeat lower skill squads and fights, plays better. Current progress. If our tests across multiple queues, each skill measure system achieves its goal. Below is the plot showing win rate for the squad skill rating advantage over its opponents increases. When this advantage is less than 0 on the left of the plot, this means the squad of lower skill than its opponent, and naturally you see that win rate below 50%. The win rate decreases further as the skill cap grows, right? An advantage over 50-0 represents a similar skill rating between the squads and opponents, which means a 50-50 chance for both squads to encounter. When the advantage is more than 0 right at the input of the plot, this means the squad of high skill at this opponent, and the win rate for the squad goes above 50%, increases skill cap increases. Okay. Graph. Win rate for the squad is skill rating advantage over the opponent's increase. X-axis skill rating between the 2 squads. Y-axis win rate for that encounter. 0 is when the 2 squads similar skill rating. Counter one based on actual data. So X is the skill rating between the players. Y is the percentage of they'll possibly be winning their fights. This is the median, the 50%. Very granular. It just looks as expected. So it looks like this is fair and balanced. We'll see. In the skill measuring, you make the tightest possible matches with the time frame. Matchmaker tries to achieve by flipping a typical search around rather than placing players into static buckets and creating a match. Buckets players will predict the distribution of income of players and dynamically choose the optimal trade-off between skill differences and lead time. Current broadcast for our live test and new system show it works. Matches are tighter and wait times remain mostly unchanged. Lots of fucking lines here. What is that though? I'm guessing these are queue times across 5 minutes. Testing reason. X-axis time of day, okay. Y-axis matchmaking time. So this is over 5 minutes. So 17:30, 5:35 p.m. Let's see, 3 minute, almost 6 minute. But down here normally like a minute, up to 3:20. Looks like 3:20 is the median, but it's normally somewhere down here. You know, all these regions. Whatever region this is ass. On. You can see around 70% of the high school group had to queue for longer to find a fair match. Oh, so wait, these are the groups, the individual groups. Okay, so just like normal everyday players are down here, and then this is one high school group that took this long to find a match. But it looks like they put all of these dudes in the same match. This is probably a sweaty ass pub. It's just a sweaty ass pub. Everybody else down here is forgetting shit. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 5 teams of well above average in the one pub. It's Eclipse Season 15 launch. He says have gone live in our certain regions. Remote to test and all this will slowly be phased out. Region by region. Somebody's gonna figure out which region has it, what region doesn't. They're just gonna try to abuse it, etc., such and such. Like that all. Every step measured in the system, whether it changes the positive player, the system not fully live ever, we can start exploring additional corrections of player skill rating, especially if you're playing solo or trio. Common question. Are my high skill players in my match? On purpose to do that, put hard matches slow you down. If you're winning a lot, or they intentionally put you in easier matches because you're on a losing streak. Try to put you in matches where you have a fair chance of winning, and those are matches at your current skill level. Right, so that's the losing streak doesn't matter. It's your actual in-game performance, and I think in-game performance comes from like kills, damage, your survivability, your accuracy, etc., etc. I think it takes all that data and gives you points based on that, which gives you overall fucking account level, and etc., etc. Interesting. I'll continue on. Skill rating is dynamic and always adjusting, so when you're on a win streak, skill rating increases. This leads to you being placed at a high skill level. Compared to the beginning of your streak, congratulations, you're improving. Opposite is true when you're on a loss streak, you might still feel like you're getting EG because skill rating is increasing. As a consequence, your opposing are dropping. Either way, the system is accounting for you using changing skill. It's proceeds at 10, so to be true. So you should only feel these coming from long streaks. So yeah, it's just bound to happen. You get better, your opponents get better with you. You get worse, opponents get worse with you. It's because of your skill rating. Your hidden skill rating. Your opponent is tilted. If you see your opponent ranked much higher than you, they can have a bad day. It's on a loss streak, similar when you're on a loss streak and you replace in a less skillful match, your opponent might be instead in that situation. Yeah, very true. This is kind of why I keep my master's badge on. I took off my trail because I was tired of getting fucking trail snipe, but if they see just like there's a masters as the kill leader or masters as the champion, they just like people they just mentally fucking fold very consistently. It's quite interesting, especially in arenas. Oh my god, in arenas, it's great. They just give the I've literally seen people just give the fuck up. Just give the fuck up. Interesting. Pre-made with high skill differences. In certain game modes, we used highest matching when evaluating a pre-made squad. A much more skillful player can bring a weaker player in a much more difficult match. If you're a low skill player, play with a friend of high skill level. Be in mind that you can be placed into a more difficult match as mentioned above. The new system we're implementing aims to improve these situations and continue work on matchmaking. So they never answered this question. They never told us what they're going to do with this, right? Because if you guys go back to the snipe down tweet when he was playing with his wife, he would complain hard as fuck. And then the dev came back. He's like, oh yeah, don't worry, dude. We're working on that. But yeah, whatever. We do try to give good players bad teammates. I don't want to bring that up. We try to give good players bad teammates? No, you do not intentionally give good players bad teammates. The easiest way for a player to control the skill of your teammates is to choose them beforehand, which many high school players do. Yeah, all right. That being said, there are 3 reasons why a high school solo player may feel this in this situation. There's always a range of skills in your matches. If you're the strongest players in a particular match, you're indeed more likely to be paired up players that are weaker than you. That's because you still have to pair you other players to form a squad, and those players are just likely to be weaker than you. However, the skill gap should not be large because we limit the range of skills in each match. So let's say this is a match between 4 and 6. That should be the range. It should be a 2-point range, bro. If the highest that's in that match is a fucking 10, the lowest should be an 8. I'll give you a 7. Yeah, make more a 7. But if there's like a fucking 2 in there, yeah, GG's. Or the majority. The majority should be the opposite. That's just ridiculous to me, bro. That's just me. Well, I'm talking about for ranked at least. Pubs, it's whatever. I don't care about pubs. Give me potatoes and pubs. It is what it is for pubs. But for ranked, bro, come the fuck on. Especially ranked arena. Ranked arena has been dog shit since it's been fucking integrated into the game. I've literally got level 10s in my diamond ranked arena. I've never hit masters arena, by the way. Never. I don't have the mental fortitude to plus 12 my way all the way up to 8,000. Not doing it. I'm not about to fucking plus 12 for 2,000 RP, bro. Who the fuck is doing that? Because once I hit diamond, I get nothing higher than plus 12. Nothing higher than plus 12. But I'll get a minus 30 though. Huh. Whatever. If you're at the top skill. No matter what player is going to be matched with, the team is always worse than these because the talent distribution fully populated. Matchmaking in the zones are probably clean. A lot of matchmaking times currently a lot of skill gaps or an intermediate mix of the two. It's ideally the case. I think other people at the bottom of the distribution is part of skill distribution. Bro, give me long queue times, bro. I don't give a fuck. Give me long queue times so I can get somebody that's at least okay. I'll just play chess in between matches. Fuck it. Just give me a long queue time. I'm used to smite. I'm used to 10-minute queue times coming from smite, bro. When you get up in high smite, 10-minute queue times, easy. 12-minute queue times, easy. They literally told you how long your queue is gonna be. But you had good games. Yeah, competitive game. Imagine you get 12-minute queue, 10-minute surrender. 12-minute queue, 10-minute surrender. Fucking an hour of your life just gone. Smite. High skill players tend to squat up, which worsens the issues in points 1 and 2. Yeah, bro. It's fucking Diamond looking for team, Master looking for team, 1 solo, 2 pre-made duo, pre-made trio. Oh, so 30% of the lobby is solo, 40% is a 3-stack, 27.1% is a duo. That is interesting. This is a Diamond Plus players in pre-made squads sampled over a day's data. That is so out of the 20 squads, 40% of that 20, god damn, don't even do math right now, but 40% of the 20 squads is a 3-stack, right? So let's just say you getting to fucking top 10, and then all the fucking 3-stacks are alive, and you're the one that's in a fucking duo trio mix. These 3-stacks are gonna fucking dominate these duo trio mixes, bro. This is just how it is, right? So you get in the top 5. Just fucking lock me up. You're gonna have to kill a 3. You're gonna have to kill at least 1 3-stack, maybe even 2. And then the rest of the fucking duo solo mixes. Those are 70% occurs either a pre-made or a duo. Ooh, so yeah. Ooh. It's not good for solos out here, boy. I tell you what. So, bro, give us a break in RP. If this is the case, bro, give us some leniency. We're out here fucking being the minority. Actually, oh yeah. Let's see. Let's just say when you combine these two, we're the minority, bro. Hard minority. Help me. Combination of the effects above conservatively getting the press period certainly doing this big brother matchmaking. While these effects are unavoidable, they are making changes that will lessen the impact on these issues. There will always be a range of player skill on matches, but a new matchmaking system aimed at increasing the range of skill in every match without significantly changing the matchmaking times, except maybe in a bit at the high end. The rank system been tested live, so like yes, we are making the change to tighter matches. That's the issues, graphs, and lows. But these changes will roll out worldwide early 2023. In future iterations, matchmaking algorithm will account for discrepancy and effective skills, solo, duo, trio. Within squad, damage, standard, deviations. What the fuck is pink? Measurement of damage differences within each squad. The magenta line is a region used to do matchmaking, while the blue line is 2 regions acting as a control. You can see that within this matchmaking live, the average within squad performance difference drops significantly. This means teammates performing more equally, and the need to carry is lessened under a new matchmaking system. Average average damage deviation, is that what that is? So magenta and blue is huge, and then this pink just dropped from 12th to the 13th, and then it's like pretty much bottomed out by the 15th. Or is this the magenta one? Whatever the fuck. Hopefully. No. Wait, is matchmaking built to directly optimize retention and engagement? No. Matchmaking is concerned with measuring skill and arranging the fairest possible matches in a reasonable time. I hope there's a process creates the most fun matches. Yeah, bro, I like competitive matches. Well, I'm talking about from a rank standpoint. It's literally like I'm gonna just start exclusively speaking about rank. I like competitive matches in ranked. I was not able to play Season 13 Split 1 because I was moving from Alabama to Alaska. 4,000 miles, was not in a home for 2 months, etc., etc. I'm very upset that I missed out on that experience, but I watched a lot of it, and it looked like the most enjoyable Apex Legends ever because it was competitive, and a lot of people were 3-stacking because you absolutely had to, right? Which made these issues pretty much like non-existent. There were still your solo queuers who were just there, but your solo queuers pretty much stopped playing ranked at that point, and so it was just like scrims for most of the time. Quite interesting. So if we see that's a particular matchmaking algorithm increasing retention across the board, then we know you likely improve matchmaking for everyone. With that said, know about the algorithm that's directly optimizing for retention. You definitely not engagement. Convincing that you play extra hour a day like you normally do isn't good for us or you. Whatever. As a side note, this is why matchmaking changes take so long to materialize. It takes at least a month for us to prove that the impact was beneficial, and sometimes you end up going back to the drawing board. Retention is one of the few reliable ways to assess how fun the game is. Not only makes sense to consider a large cohort of players in a long period of time, so we're forced to iterate slowly. Usually, unless we see positive change in long-term retention, we are unlikely to accept the matchmaking change worldwide as indicated. That's probably not going to be probably not a change that improves the game. Okay, so they answered a lot of questions here. They told us how it was. And they're showing us how it is. They're seeing that over the data that they got, that it is bringing down the standard deviations from within squads. I don't know if they tested this on pubs or ranked or fucking arenas, as that may be, but they could have done this shit in fucking control and said haha, or throughout the LTM said haha, but we do not know. Hopefully this actually does good. Hopefully this increases the quality of all of our matches. Hopefully this makes everybody better at the game in general. Hopefully this actually does good for the community, gets people to stress a little bit less. But I also feel like this is not going to fix ranked, and as you hear me talk about ranked a lot, because that is a lot of people's bread and butter when it comes to this game. Interesting. This is a decent read. Honestly, this is a decent read. I don't think this has fixed any of the issues, but this is a decent read. As you guys know, I'm T. Williams. This is a one take. I'm probably gonna chop it down so you guys don't hear me monologue for 42 minutes. It's the original duration of this. But I love y'all. Y'all stay easy. Peace.